and she got a recording contract.
That's freaking genius.
Your own voice is still your own voice.
I just want to say one thing about this artist. Her name is Nia Monet.
It is a premiere of the music video for How Was I Supposed to Know by Nia Monet. She is the first known AI artist to debut on a Billboard radio airplay chart. She's on several.
She created a personality, used 11 labs. That she has no singing skill, and she ends up on the Billboard 100, and she got a recording contract. Most of it was AI. What's your opinion?
That was very interesting revelation when I saw that interview with Nia Monet's creator and Gayle King. When I heard about this, I was wondering how in the world did this happen. Gayle said to Nikki, "You can't even sing." Being a musician and also an AI strategist, I was torn on the issue. I'm like, wait a minute now. It was that easy for you, literally just by typing the prompt, to create this music, able to use that to create a full song. And from that, you're able to get a very lucrative record deal.
Well, I was just going to say, I mean, because you had your own success too, though, because you've had chart success in UK. And you performed internationally now, and you did it with your own voice.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
It is creative and it is awesome, but at the end of the day, your own voice is still your own voice.
From a business standpoint, I'm like, that's freaking genius.
It is genius. It really
It
is.
really is.
I can't even hate, to be honest.
I couldn't even knock the hustle.
For real. For real.
It's like, why
It's
didn't I think of that? Why didn't I know about that?
The Growth Mindset
with Mike and Keisha.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a Growth Mindset with Mike and Keisha, the podcast where we unlock the secrets of entrepreneurial success.
We're your hosts, Keisha and Mike, business entrepreneurs and influencers, passionate about sharing the wisdom of rising stars in the business world.
And every week, we bring you candid conversations with successful entrepreneurs who have cracked the code to business growth.
So from innovative strategies to the mindset shifts that propelled them forward, we cover it all so you can apply these lessons to your own journey.
And whether you're just starting out or looking to scale your business, this is the podcast for you.
For sure, for sure. So get ready, take notes, and be inspired. Let's dive into today's episode of Growth Mindset with Mike and Keisha.
Woo.
Hey. Okay. Okay, so today we have a very special guest joining us. Nia Simmons is an international recording artist, songwriter, and a voting member of the Recording Academy who has achieved chart success in the UK and performed across the United States and Europe.
And with musical foundations rooted in gospel, R&B, and jazz, and training from Howard University's renowned vocal jazz ensemble, Afro Blue, Nia has built a career grounded in excellence, consistency, and independent ownership.
Wow. She's also the founder of Notable Elevation Solutions, where she produces curated concert experiences and provides professional vocal and recording services for artists and events.
And in addition to her music career, Nia is a certified AI consultant and Amazon best-selling author of the book Amplify, AMPLIFY, a clear guide for independent artists to build visibility and value with AI.
And then through her company, Amplified Impact Group, she helps entrepreneurs and professionals leverage AI to increase visibility, streamline operations, and build scalable businesses.
And as the songbird strategist, Nia's work truly sits at the intersection of creativity, strategy, and technology.
Welcome to Growth Mindset with Mike and Keisha. We are excited to have you with us today.
Thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Mike, for having me. I am so appreciative and excited to be here.
You're very welcome.
Perfect. We're very happy to have you here today. And so we're going to go ahead because you know what? Your background is amazing. So we want to just kind of start it up by asking the intro question, which a lot of people might want to know to kick this off. So Nia, your career spans music, entrepreneurship, and now AI consultant. Can you take us back to the beginning? Like, what first inspired you to pursue music in the first place?
Well, I do appreciate that question because sometimes it is nice to look back to really appreciate how far I've come. Because, I mean, I didn't know when I started my music journey where exactly it would take me, but it did start in the church. My grandmother was the church musician and choir directress. And of course, all the family, her kids, grandkids, great grandkids, had to be in one of the choirs. So it wasn't really my choice in the beginning. It was hers.
Yeah, that
But
sounds
it,
familiar.
it
Usually is.
yeah,
Yeah, you gotta get.
y'all understand.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah.
Whatever Big Mama wants, that's what
Big
usually ends
Mama
up
gets.
It's
happening.
going
That's
down.
correct.
But it
But I'm
sounds like
thankful for
it
her.
worked in your favor because you have an amazing voice. I've heard listening to some of your music, and you're amazing. You're amazing. We're gonna play a little sample of it on here.
This is my time, and I'm gonna shine. No cares, no worries, gonna spread my wings and fly. Feeling so inspired, I'm living for today. Make me feel so good, so good, so good. I could
I appreciate that compliment. Thank you so much. So that's my roots. That's where it started. But when it became my choice to really pursue it, I was inspired and fortunate to have parents that are music lovers of many different genres. But the one artist that did it for me was Whitney Houston. At the sunrises and sets with her. Even now, even still, there's nobody else on her level to me. So from that moment, using her as an inspiration and others, that's when I decided to step out beyond the church to, talent shows and competitions, things like that in the neighborhood, my community. Had some success with that. And eventually ended up getting engagements and paid events. That's when you
Ooh, now
really
that was the
know, or
key.
that's when I feel like I made it. Oh, you want to pay
Okay.
me to sing
Let's
for this
pay.
event? Absolutely, I will.
That's
And
what's
then
up.
beyond there, when it came time to leave high school and go to college, I knew I wanted to do something in the arts. So it just made sense to attend the illustrious Howard University and go to what is now called the Chadwick A. Boseman College of Fine Arts. And the rest, as they say, is history. That's where I really got to hone my craft. What started maybe as a hobby became something very strategic and focused because I knew this was something that I wanted to continue doing for the rest of my life at a professional level.
Love it. Love it.
And what genre of music are you most performing these days?
My main genre is R&B soul, but I also have done collaborations in the smooth jazz genre as well.
Okay, cool.
Love that. And then you mentioned Howard University. So, with you studying at Howard University and perform with Afro Blue, which is, by the way, legendary in the vocal jazz world, what impact did that experience have on shaping you as an artist?
It had a great deal of influence on me as an artist because I was actually a founding member of that group in the early 2000s. I don't really want to date myself too much, but I guess I just did. I've been around for a minute, y'all.
Love it.
But I
That
got
just
into
means
that group.
experience.
That is correct. So I got in on the ground floor with that group, and it really made me appreciate the artistry itself more, but also the discipline that it takes to really grow as an artist and just not only bring your own creativity and individuality to it, it also being in a jazz choir, there are other aspects that are important. You have to really know the other voices within the group. You have to be able to listen, train your ear to be able to blend with the other voices. You should really sound like you're all one voice in unity and harmony. So those are among the lessons that I learned and have taken with me throughout my career.
Awesome. Well, talk to me a little bit about Amplify. What is that? That's a framework right?
Correct.
What exactly is that? It's a framework, right? You have a book that you wrote.
Yes.
It's called Amplify, and with spelled out, right? AMPL. You spell it out. So the word amplify, or it's an acronym for your framework. Is that correct?
That is correct. It's
All
a
right.
framework that I developed when I made the decision that I wanted to teach other independent artists how they can use AI in their creative pursuits and in their business strategy. Because, like it or not, it's not just about creativity, there's a business aspect to this independent artistry as well. So, what each letter stands for, just quickly, A is for audience intelligence and growth. You need to know your audience, you need to know what resonates with them as far as their support of you. What do they like? What don't they like? So you can adjust as needed. M is for marketing, automation, and content. And for me, that has been an area, even though I understand it's important, sometimes it can get a little overwhelming when you're trying to balance posting content, creating content on social media, keeping up with a certain schedule, and still have time to actually work on the music itself. Then you have P, performance and creative enhancement. And one of the ways, if you choose to use AI in this way, I like to use it to, in addition to research, maybe use it as kind of a sounding board for some ideas that I may have creatively or not. It could just be on the business side. So that covers that part. L is for lead generation and conversion. In order to stay relevant in the music space, you do have to continue to share what you're doing. So generating leads is definitely important. And this one really hits home for me. This is income diversification and digital products. I have to just really stress to any independent artist these days that it is super important to have multiple streams of income, because you're not going to be able to make a significant amount of money through streaming alone. We all know how awful the rates are per stream, unless you are even the superstars, really, on a high level, international level, complain about streaming numbers. Before even becoming an independent artist, I didn't know it was possible that there were currency levels less than a penny until I got into
Is
this
there?
music
that either.
streaming
That's
space.
crazy.
I want to
So they
say
got
for
0.0007%
correct,
per
correct.
stream, right?
Like,
Wow.
wow.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
So
ain't that something?
I got
It
a
really
follow-up question
is.
for you. I want to ask another follow-up to this. So you work with independent artists, right? And AI is, and we know each other through the Elisa Little AI Innovision community, and we're brothers and sisters in that community. AI is AI the biggest opportunity artists have ever had to build a career without a label? And follow up to that is, um, if someone gave you $5,000 in AI tools today, could you build a music career from scratch?
Okay, let me go back to that first question. AI is a tool that's available. Is it the only way to, I guess, make an impact in the music industry? No, it's not. It's just a tool that's available in various forms, depending on what your pain point is. And I want to emphasize that because for me, my pain point is or has been creating content and consistently posting on social media, and also continuing to build my email list and staying engaged with my audience in that way as well. There could be other pain points as well, but I am discovering the more I learn about AI, there are different tools that are available that can handle most anything that you can think of. I need you to tell me that second question, Mike. You're on a roll.
If somebody gave you $5,000, if someone gave you 5,000 AI tools today, right? Could you build a music career from scratch?
That would be helpful in certain aspects of building that career, I think, because it's important to have, assuming that we're talking about somebody that already has music ability, either by being a vocalist or playing instruments, things like that. It would definitely be useful because, especially if you're doing this independently without any type of label support, or you're your own label, every little bit helps because it does get expensive You spend thousands and thousands of dollars to produce music that eventually, if people are still downloading, they may only pay 99 cents to $1.29, I think. Or if they're streaming, it's even less than that. Just that whole parallel, saying it out loud right now seems a little crazy.
I know.
No.
We didn't even know till right now that was even a thing, but that's great to know, especially for people that's aspiring to do that in the future. And then with that, like, so you built your career with independent ownership, which is
Correct.
something a lot of artists aspire to do. So what made you choose independence over the traditional label route?
I'm glad you asked that.
Hey, let's hear that.
We didn't let you finish that.
So F is financial management and analytics. We have to make sure that the money ain't funny. So we have to be keeping track of everything that we're doing, especially for tax purposes as well. We don't get out of that.
Not at all.
And the why, last but not least, is just developing a year-round strategy so you can keep your momentum going and just continue to build and to scale. Now, to the question as far as going the independent route. During the time that I came into it, I just felt like it was the perfect time because in prior years, you had the barrier of a system where there are a lot of gatekeepers and barriers to entry. If you don't have a certain sound record executives are looking for, or even a certain look, that can stop you right in your tracks, no matter how good of an artist that you are. Seen that happen all the time. And even getting signed to labels hasn't been all that it's cracked up to be. You hear stories all the time throughout the years, throughout the decades of artists that get screwed out of their rights, their intellectual property, and have their royalties stolen from them. And it's just heartbreaking to hear. So in one way, even though I thought I wanted success through a label, because they do have the advantage of being connected in the industry, know the right people to talk to, and can help elevate your career to international heights. I'm kind of glad that I did not go that route because I'm glad I'm not one of those stories, unfortunate stories of people that ended up unfortunately getting screwed out of the things that they were entitled to, really by law, but they didn't know because they didn't have the information. They were just excited for the opportunity, but did not do their own research to protect themselves and probably didn't have anybody to protect them. That's definitely one of the lessons learned that I would pass on to anybody trying to start a career as an independent artist. You really have to do your research to understand the industry, understand the business, and you have to know your worth. That's so very important. Know your worth. Don't let anybody try to tell you what you're worth. You have the right to demand what you deserve. But the independent route worked for me as far as being able to keep my creative control. To me, that was the most important thing, to be able to fully own my form of expression and to be able to write the songs I want to sing, perform the style of music that I wanted to do. So it was really a no-brainer. And just being in the information age of the internet and having instant access to music lovers worldwide, which is absolutely amazing. It just was made it easy or easier to access your audience and to find people who enjoy what you do.
So, quick question.
That's big.
How are you using AI in your music today?
How am I using it? I haven't really done too much with it in my music per se. But I did do actually a little experiment after I saw a training of another AI consultant who used ChatGPT. She must have had it trained very, very well, I must say, because she was able to give it just the whole background of a theme idea that she wanted the song to be about. And it made the lyrics, and she was able to just copy and paste it into Suno, and it created the whole song. Now, that's not something that the way that I would use it, but one way in general I use AI is to brainstorm ideas. So I did do that for a song that I was actually collaborating on, and I gave the platform, ChatGPT is what I used, just to see what it would come up with. And it did kind of give me an idea of what I wanted to do, even though the lyrics it came up with weren't really all that great. I mean, it did, each line is supposed to rhyme on the end, usually, and it found stuff that rhymed. It did, but
It
it
wasn't
didn't.
nothing like you.
No, no, no. It wasn't anything like anybody. So I'm like, I think I found a limitation with you, but it's all good. It did give me an idea through that process that I could start with, and I was able to put together something that I do like or did like. So, how I'm going to actually use it within the creative process itself remains to be seen. The AI landscape is changing daily. So, who knows? Really, for me, AI using it in the music business in my career is mostly for promotion, marketing, that sort of thing, keeping in touch with my listening audience through email, things of that nature. I haven't used it really for music creation itself.
What about your mentorship program? You're using that to teach your mentees how to use AI in managing their business and moving forward with their music careers?
Absolutely. I mean, on an individualized basis, I ask my clients what their pain points are. And from there, I can make recommendations on how AI can make the process a little bit easier so they can work smarter and not harder. Because the most precious commodity any of us have is time. So anytime I can use a tool that can give me back time to do the things that I really want to do, that's invaluable.
On this topic, I just want to say one thing about this artist. Her name is Nia Monet. She created a personality and used 11 labs, no singing skill whatsoever, and she ends up
Yeah.
on the Billboard 100. Is that right? Billboard 100, and she got a recording contract with AI. I mean, most of it was AI. What's your opinion on that? How do you feel as an artist? Seeing somebody rise to get on the Billboard, and you've been at this for all these years, and you've got all this talent. Here goes somebody just using some new AI tools, and they're getting record deals.
Yeah, that was very interesting revelation when I saw that interview with Nia Monet's creator and Gayle King, because Nia Monet is the AI generated artist. Her creator, I think her name is Nikki, and she was the one that was being interviewed by Gayle King,
Okay.
explaining how that record deal came to be, how she created this AI generated artist and got that huge record deal.
Wow.
Now, when I initially heard about this, I was wondering how in the world did this happen? Because as Gail said to Nikki, you can't even sing
But you can't sing.
to accomplish this fantastic feat. So, because I have my feet kind of straddled between both worlds, being a musician and also an AI strategist, I was naturally torn on the issue. I'm like, wait a minute now. It was that easy for you to literally just by typing the prompt to create this music. She said she did write her own lyrics, which is cool, but able to use that to create a full song and also the visuals of an artist to visually portray the music that you just created. And from that, you're able to get a very lucrative record deal from a business standpoint. I'm like, that's freaking genius.
It is genius. It really is.
It really is.
I can't even.
I couldn't even knock the hustle. It's like, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I know about that?
But
Not that I would have did it,
For
but
you, it could better. I mean, for
I
you,
mean-
let's think about it. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Keisha. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, I mean, because you had your own success too, though, because you've had chart success in UK and you performed internationally now. So we want to spotlight that. And you did it with your own voice.
I appreciate
Now-
you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so we don't want to, it is creative and it is awesome, but at the end of the day, your own voice is still your own voice. And nothing can
Correct.
top that, because if you had to perform, if it was a live contest and everybody had to go out there and actually use their own voice, what we going to do now, right?
Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
She couldn't come out on stage and do that stuff, right? So yeah,
like, I bet
Absolutely
you can't
not.
go on stage and make
That's
that
right.
happen. And if she
You
can,
know what I'm
oh
saying?
wow, that's going to be genius right there.
But there's some lessons learned that you can take advantage of, and possibly get some more, live gigs and recording contracts too, right? So maybe some of those things you can use in what you're trying to do.
I guess that still remains to be seen.
Yeah.
But just to continue with my answer, as an artist that has spent years of time, education, and money into developing my craft, I totally overstand really, where musicians and other vocalists are coming from when they don't like this trend, and they have been very vocal about how they feel.
Hmm.
And I get it. We didn't go through all this effort to hone our craft to now have to compete on the billboards with a AI generated artist that hasn't had any of these experiences.
Right.
But it is what it is. And I just accept that AI music is here. It's not going anywhere. I've already made my peace with that. And if people like Nikki want to monetize it, as she has with Zanaya Monet, more power to you. Congratulations. In my opinion, there's room for all types of music, AI generated included. And ultimately, your talent will speak for itself and your audience will find you. And I'm about to say something that might be considered a little bit, but I'm going to
Well,
say
let's
it
hear it
anyway.
anyway. It's all good.
Say what you gotta say, girl.
As
Saying,
far
say it
as
with your chest.
as far as audiences will find the music that they like, even if the artist really isn't that talented, because I got to tell you, just in the more recent years,
Yeah.
I forget what generation we're in now. We still in Generation Alpha. Just the music that's out now in general, that is even made by humans, just does
Hmm.
not compare to the music of the past. I think my favorite
Agree.
decade really is the 70s. That's the time to me, especially in R&B, where music just reigns supreme. Total creativity. And I guess there's others that agree with me, because
Yeah.
I keep hearing people go back and take samples from music of
That's
of
exactly
that
right.
decade and the 80s too. So they know I'm right about that.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it's nothing like the old school, right? And I
I
mean, you can't really
100%
beat
agree.
that.
But
So
That's
it
a
just
great
makes
response.
it makes me concerned about the creative part of music
yeah.
sometimes. It's like, is the creative portion of what I love dying with this new generation? I mean,
What a
that we have
question.
to resort now to AI generated stuff to make an impact,
To
to be
really,
seen.
Wow,
I
that's
don't
a
know.
that's
that's
a
deep.
you know what? To be truthfully honest, because that is a deep question, I think that it's at the point where you probably can have it where it works hand in hand with you. I mean, you already have the voice, you have the creativity, and so now put it where now that AI can help to build something even more beautiful. And now you have a partner in crime. I mean, I think that's the way we can look at that.
I do like how you phrase that, as a partnership, because I do think that's true. I think that I've established that now, because I'm very tight with my chat GPT. Maybe tighter than I should be, but
Oh, we all have that problem. All of us as
We
AI
all
consultants, I mean, Chatty is our best friend.
absolutely.
I
indeed,
literally
indeed.
be
And
running in the
Claude,
fields holding hands with Chatty with the daisies flying all over
exactly.
them. Like, we're tight.
And Claude as well. You're right, Mike. Claude as well.
Yes, yes, yes. For sure. So I'm gonna ask you another question, Nia.
Okay.
Like with all the things that we're talking about and where you're at with your business and AI and everything else, what have been some of the biggest lessons that you may have learned as a business owner in the entertainment industry?
Yeah, that is a good question. I guess I would say, to have the most success and to have the most clarity, there has to be some sort of structure. There has to be a plan of attack and strategy. So, I mean, that's mostly what these days I talk to Chatty about, is just trying to get clarity. I know in my mind what I want to do, but sometimes to be able to get it on paper, I just need to kind of get a clarity check, a sanity check, and I ask a Chatty. And Chatty usually gives me some really good insight sometimes things I haven't even thought of that I can implement. And I've just been running with it ever since.
And so you're actually implementing it and executing?
I am.
Good.
And that's the key. If I want to see positive changes in my business and also help others do the same, implementation is the key. Execution. And that's something that we just heard at that conference we were just at.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, and it's so true. What do they say? Work with faith without work, or
Works is dead.
is what is that? Exactly.
It's dead.
And that it really just goes in anything we do, right? We can sit here and get all the knowledge all day. We can read, we can go to mentorships, we can do all the things. But if we're not actually doing anything with it, what is the point? So it's
And
good
we
that
have to
you have
share
mentioned
what
that.
we've learned as well. You can't just
We
keep
do.
it to yourself. And that's something that I love about both of y'all. If I can change it up a bit, is that you're not gatekeepers and you're willing to share what you know for the benefit of others to grow. And that is something I appreciate about both of y'all. So just wanted
We
to thank y'all
appreciate
and acknowledge that.
Thanks, Nia. That was one thing that we really do appreciate, that we learned that from earlier mentorships. We've been in a few mentor programs, and one of the things that they said was learn, do, teach, right? So I think that was something that kind of stuck with us, and we just feel like it is important. That's why we have the podcast. That's why, as you see, we're doing workshops, we're doing different things to help, and we're also going to be doing some speaking engagements and just sharing the love, just like how Alicia does, our own mentor. We feel like the more people that are doing God's work and that are helping to build like knowledge is, the better it is, because of the fact that right now, with how the economy is, how everything is going right now, people need this. And so the more
Yes.
that we can be able to spread it, the better it is. So,
Absolutely.
thank you for
I
that.
100% agree.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, yeah. You know, the more value you give, the more it comes back. That's the way we feel. That's the way we operate. We feel like the more value we give to others, it's coming back 10,000 fold, and it has been. I mean, we have done in the last 2 years that we've been together. We've seen a lot. We've achieved a hell of a lot.
Yes, we
And we're gonna have
did.
to do an episode on that alone, Keisha.
We
Right?
will. Oh, we
There's some
will.
big
That's
things
to
that
come.
we did in the last
That's
2
a
years.
great idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we definitely will.
And I think as far as giving back, I kind of see my consulting company as a way of me to give back through lessons that I've learned to the community and be able to help strengthen people's visibility and value any way that I can, whether it's through AI, if it's through sharing just general lessons learned in the industry and about my craft, how I've honed it, things of that nature. I'm happy to do it. And that's what I want to do.
And I'm glad that you said that, Nia, because a good question can be for entrepreneurs who feel overwhelmed by AI, like, where is the best place for them to start? Where do you think that would be?
I think they should start small. And I think the best thing to do is, again, I keep talking about identifying a pain point and use one of the general LLMs that we've been talking about, like ChatGPT or Claude,
You're gonna have to explain that. What is that?
large
Yeah.
language model.
Large
Yes, thank you.
ChatGPT.
So people who do not know
Claude.
that technical jargon.
Right,
Exactly.
right. But just pick one of those to start with, test it out, see how it works for you. Do
Perplexity.
you have value from that? And just get used to that tool, learn it well, and then expand from that, because there are hundreds, if I don't know, it may be even thousands of different tools out there now at this point. And it can be overwhelming, but
Absolutely.
start with one, learn how to use that well. And if you feel like you need to expand from there, that would be my advice.
I think that's some great advice. So, are you gonna ask, or you want? Because I got some good questions I want to ask next, but I feel like I'm hogging it, so I would let.
I'm having a technical problem that I got to resolve. You can ask
Oh,
that
okay.
question.
So I'll go ahead and ask, because I really want to ask. Like, okay. So, because it sounds like you have, with your mindset and where you're at with things, that you are at a good place. So, my question to you is, what habits or mindset shifts helped you sustain a career across music, business, and now technology?
You just have to be flexible with the times as they change. Because when I started as an independent artist, I started that journey in 2012, all the way up to now, 2026. The industry has changed in leaps and bounds that I couldn't have even seen coming. What else can I say about that? What was the rest of the question, Keisha?
So yeah, and just also now technology, because it was in music and business, and now just technology. Like, what are habits or mindset shifts that helped you that might could be good for other people to know?
Okay, so yeah, mindset shifts. Again, being flexible and adaptable to the shifts in the industry, technology, which I'm really have been doing since I was introduced to AI. Late last year, actually. I haven't even been in the AI space that long, but I've been coachable and teachable, which has allowed me to experience growth that has been helpful in my music journey and just in business in general. So that's one thing definitely I would suggest is just be adaptable, coachable, definitely.
Oh, for sure, you have
Being
to be.
willing to listen to the people who have the information that you desire that would be helpful in your growth and development moving forward, which I definitely feel like I've been doing through Alicia's coaching and through others in that community as well. It's been awesome. And I guess just being a part of a community of like-minded people is also something that has been helpful because it lets you know that you're not by yourself, you're not alone, and that's definitely something that's comforting, and it makes me believe in my mind that, girl, you can do this, you can
Yeah.
You see
definitely
that
do
other people are
this.
doing it, you know that you can do this too. We're seeing a lot of
Absolutely.
success in the community.
And having
Absolutely.
accountability partners. These are a lot of the people in
Yes,
Yes.
the community are
yes,
accountability partners, and we support each other, hold
yes,
each other up. I've
yes.
never experienced anything like it, and I can tell you,
Hmm.
this is a contributing factor to my success, our success. I guess it's me and Keisha. There's a lot
Yes.
that goes on in there that. To be honest, if I wasn't a part of that group, I don't think we would be as far as we are. I mean, just thinking
Wow.
about what we learn about AI. I mean, there's so much happening. They say it's the speed of AI, right? The speed of AI means lightning fast, right? So
It
It
much is
is.
is.
changing at such a rapid pace that
It
if
is.
we weren't a part of this community, we wouldn't even be
We would have
keeping up.
never.
I mean, the people, I feel sorry for the people outside of this community. It's like,
Mm.
we are like on it, on it, on it. And we had a workshop today, Keisha and I, and you were thankfully on that call, Nia. I
I
saw you in there.
was.
Thanks for
And
being a part of that too, by the way,
that was
Nia.
our first
My pleasure.
workshop that we did, and it was exhilarating to me and her, to both of us. And one thing
Yeah.
that I loved about it the most is that we learned a lot while we were teaching other people about what's going on with
And
us.
helping them.
We were actually learning from everybody that was in that room as well, and it was
Well,
awesome.
I mean,
Absolutely.
that's what they say. Like, you don't really learn until you're able to show somebody else. Teach somebody, like show somebody else what you know, and you
Yeah,
learn
yeah,
even more actually by showing somebody else. So I think that was a good
absolutely,
example of how that works.
absolutely. So
And it
we're
just feels
excited.
good
Absolutely.
when you can be able to do that and give
Yeah.
knowledge and information.
And one of the reasons why we went and we signed up with Alicia is because we like the idea of becoming speakers, right? Because we want to
Mm.
grow into that. We met her at InvestFest last year, and we were
A
blown
year
away by
ago.
her presentation. And she just was blowing everybody's mind with just some simple things, with using ChatGPT on stage. A whole room full of, it had to be 5,000 people in that room. Everybody was blown away. That day, I said, I'm modeling myself after that woman right there.
Mm.
And now we're
Sure
here.
did.
And
Yeah,
we
we're
actually
here.
are ready to do that same thing. So Keisha and
We
I are
sure
ready to
are.
go on the road. Yeah, we partnered with Danielle, who you saw on
Hmm.
Yeah.
in the workshop,
Yep.
and we're putting together a tour where we're going to go around doing speaking engagements. It's like
It's a thing. You
game
see how
changing,
that
game
AI is
changing.
just killing it. It's
Hell yeah,
really
hell yeah.
making opportunities for everybody. And that's why I
Absolutely.
was saying with you, Nia, this is more of a big opportunity for you.
Without
And
a
it really
doubt,
is going to enhance where you're at already. And
exactly.
so I do want to know, is there, outside of anything that we've asked already, is there anything that we haven't asked that you want to add and let everybody know about?
I do actually, but before I do that, Michael mentioned accountability partners. So I did want to give a quick shout out to mine because she actually has
Woo!
been on your podcast as well, my friend Jennifer.
Get out of
And
here. I
she is
love
a
her. She's
powerhouse
awesome.
in the health informatics field. And
Yes.
she and I
Yes.
have been meeting consistently since we started the Power Circle program. She has been a great help, great support, sounding board for me to express myself and I to her. And that's been amazing. I definitely was blessed to be
She's
paired up with
awesome.
her. She's amazing.
Jennifer
I
is freaking
love
amazing.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Hell
We
yeah.
all love
Yeah.
Jennifer. We
Yes,
really
yes,
do.
yes.
So
I didn't know
it's
you
good
guys
that you
were
brought her
connected like
up.
that. Yeah.
I didn't either.
Big
Yeah.
Wow.
Big
So
up,
I had,
Jennifer.
yes,
Big up,
yes.
big up. She was on our last, was it this one before this one?
Well, we did the last
It was
one.
the last
Unfortunately, it was a
one.
little while ago, but
Yeah, we got some
she
work to
was
do, y'all. Don't get on us.
hell
We
yeah.
got
We
some
got
work.
to do some catching
Don't worry.
up.
We got
Catching
another
up.
one coming up right back to back. So don't
Hell
worry.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Wow. Yes, that's awesome.
So I
So
definitely had to show her some love since I'm on this
yes,
same platform that she was
Awesome.
on.
Awesome.
That
Awesome.
actually inspired me to even approach you guys. Hey,
I
if y'all
love
want to get
it.
a perspective of AI from a musician's point of view, just
Listen,
let me know.
let's tell them the story now. Let's tell them the story. So we're sitting at the AI Intervision, what was
I think
it,
it was the
brunch?
brunch.
The
And
brunch.
Keisha had just gotten graduated, right? She got her AI
Yup, I had got
certification
my
graduate. Did you
Me
graduate
certification.
too?
too.
You did too.
Yes, I
Okay,
did.
congratulations to the both
Yup,
of you guys.
Nia
And
too. We both
I
on the
was
stage.
suffering from FOMO because
FOMO.
I was supposed to be up there, but I
Oh,
didn't. There
man.
was one thing I didn't submit. I submitted a video, the presentation video for my, the final
And he
submission,
had
and it
one
got
little
kicked
part
back
he
to
had to
me.
fix.
They said
Ah,
I missed something in that, and when because I didn't get it in on time, I wasn't able to walk across that stage with you guys. But I'm gonna be
oh,
at the next one.
man.
I'm gonna be at the next one.
You sure
But I did get to
are.
speak
We're gonna make the
at
next.
the AI Mastery Summit the
I
next
heard,
weekend,
yeah.
Yes,
and
to
it
make
was
up for it.
awesome.
He was like,
And
I have to do something.
yeah, and that video, by the way, qualified me. So now I'm officially certified,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking
exactly.
about.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I will be walking across that stage next time. But anyway,
Yes, you
so we're
will.
sitting at the table together. She's literally Nia sitting right next to me. Keisha's sitting on the other side.
Hmm.
And we're in a conversation and she mentioned the podcast. And I'm like, oh, I was feeling proud that she even knew about it. Right? I didn't realize that you had seen it, and I didn't know
Hmm.
that you knew Jennifer at that time. We had
And I
just met.
subscribe to the YouTube channel too. Yes, I
Thank
did.
you.
Woo! Y'all
That's
hear
right,
that?
guys.
Make
Subscribe,
sure you
subscribe,
subscribe.
like,
And
I
everybody
love
that's
comment.
it.
watching needs to subscribe, okay?
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right.
We have great people, as y'all see, and it's so many
That's
different
right.
talents. That's what I love about it. It's like you get
Yeah.
so many different perspectives.
Right.
So
Right.
thank you so much, Nia, for coming on, and everybody that we bring on to these podcasts. We just feel truly blessed to be able to have you here, and everybody who joins, because of the fact that the knowledge that you give and the education. I mean, you don't get that everywhere. So thank you for being here,
But
and thank you again, Jennifer. We love you,
let me
girl.
ask one more. I want to ask one more question before you go. Is there what exciting projects are you working on right now? Is that something that I don't think we asked that, did we?
You didn't, but I'm
No.
glad to tell you.
All right. I would love to know.
So I'm continuing to build my community as far as my AI business and strategy space. I will have a school community going live very soon called the Amplified Collective. Very excited
Awesome.
about that. Putting the
Okay.
finishing touches on a course,
How
the
long will
first of
that?
many courses that will be
How
completed.
long before you've got that up?
Okay, now you're starting to sound like an accountability partner. You got to have a
Oh yeah,
set
I am. I
date
definitely am. No,
Well,
to
you got to
have
put
this
a date
done.
on
the
it.
reason
Just
here's the
like
reason why I asked
Please
because
do.
I
Tell
want
me.
to know because hopefully before this we got some post production to do on this video, so I'm
Hmm.
gonna probably add it to this. But your
Okay.
QR code, talk to me about the QR code. What's behind that QR code over there?
So the QR code is my kind of Linktree style
Linktree.
hub that
Oh.
has links to everything that's important as far as me and my
So-
branding, such as a link to the book, the link to my music website if you're interested in hearing what I've done, a link to Amplified
Your
Impact
music.
Group. So if you're interested in being a client, you can access me through that means.
Awesome.
What else? There's a few things there. So I just
So the
invite
good
anyone
news
who's
is-
interested to, yes,
When your school is up, it's going to be in that link tree. So
it will be
they're gonna
included
be
in
able
that
to
link
scan
tree.
That code right there. That's what's
That
up.
is, anybody who wants to connect with me, all my information is included in the QR code. So I would love to connect and let's build some great things together. I'm at your service. And I guess if I have a closing thought, it would be that AI does not have to be looked at as the enemy if you're a creative artist in the creative space. AI can be viewed as a partner, a tool that can help make your life a lot easier as far as things that are necessary for your music business pursuits in the background that aren't very exciting, but it is important as far as your visibility and reach to your listeners, to your clients, your customers, and in gaining new customers as well, new listeners, and people that are interested in what you do and what you offer. So I just invite you to approach AI with an open mind. And again, I talk about the pain points because that's something that's very real. And just decide, do some research for yourself. Don't listen. You don't have to listen to me or us. Find out for yourself. Decide if AI is something that can help you, and go from there.
That's
Yeah.
great advice,
Now
Nia.
that's the songbird strategist speaking right there.
I
really
love
appreciate that.
it.
That
That's
was
what I'm
excellent.
talking about.
Excellent.
I love it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, Mike, you gonna
Thank
get
you
ready to
so
close this
much.
thing on out?
Let's do it. That's a wrap, guys, for this week's episode of The Growth Mindset with Mike and Keisha. We hope you found this
Yes.
today's conversation as inspiring and insightful as we did.
Yes. And remember, guys, success is a journey, not a destination. Every step you take gets you closer to your goals.
And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you rate, leave us a review, and subscribe because it helps us
Subscribe.
reach more entrepreneurs like you. What?
For sure. And do not forget to follow us on social media for more tips and updates. You can find us. It's going to pop up. We also have some school communities too. So make sure you become part of everything because it's workshops, all kind of great stuff and everything that you follow.
Absolutely. And join us next week for another deep dive into the world of entrepreneurship. Until then, guys, keep growing and keep pushing forward.
Yes. And guys, please stay inspired, stay motivated, and remember, with the right mindset, anything is possible. All right.
All right. Great job.
The Growth Mindset
with Mike and Keisha.